What's up, everybody, to this week's episode of Everybody Eats. My name is Briss.
I'm Cheese.
And this week we have our very special guest, Ashley McCormick.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Ashley is a HR professional, a social events enthusiast, a creator of Allure Events for company, co-creator of Just Friends along with her fiance Destin, membership chair of COYP, and also a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So, one of many hats.
Yeah, I do the most.
Right.
That's my middle name is the most.
Yeah, that's good.
If I have it in my power to do it, I'm doing it.
You're doing it. That's powerful. I like it. Well, thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here for sure. So, let's take it all the way back to the beginning. What initially sparked your idea of creating your own events, company? Like, where did that all stem from?
It actually stemmed from me being in a sorority where we host a lot of different events to cater to the campus community or just the general community, Columbus community, different cities and states. So I liked hosting those events, but sometimes I always used to think, well, you could have did it like this and we probably would have been better, or my spin on it would be this. Not to say that it would be better, but I would have tried to do it like this. And so I had to, when you work with a lot of different people and a lot of different minds or perspectives, like sometimes your way isn't always going to be the way.
Right.
So I created a lane where I could do things my way, but still getting input from people, but ultimately the decision will be my way. Yeah. Okay. But the ultimate goal is still to cater to the people. And what do the people want? Not just what I want or what my organization wants, but like I'm focused on what do the people want.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Okay, so, and I know with that, one of your main staple events of, your Allure Events company is the Empowerment Brunch.
Yeah.
So in your own specific words, what do you describe as the benefits that any sort of woman gets out of attending one of these brunches?
Usually at the brunch, people always get a networking type aspect where they can meet people that they haven't met before. They get to meet professionals in high places or leaders in the community that are doing what they want to do, and they get to have that one-on-one time with them, or they get to hear them speak about a certain topic that they're interested in, where they've gone through challenges and had successes as well, and they get to get that first insight on how to make their business grow or how to make themselves better, or just how to start their own thing as well. So I try to provide that platform for women and gentlemen as well.
Okay, awesome, nice. Have you had a favorite brunch? I know you've had multiple thus far.
So yeah, my favorite brunch was Hustle on Heels, where we collaborated with Dress for Success Columbus. So I am an action-oriented person, a person of service. So I loved that we were able to combine what I love to do, and it was a spin on we can hustle too, but we might do it in heels, which is kind of contrary to what you may think of, more of the women run the world type feel on it. And then we also collected business professional shoes for women that we donated to Dress for Success Columbus. So I love that we had an element to that, and I had a lot of panelists who were all on their own business and were thriving in their businesses. So that was highly attended as well, and people just loved it. So in the fall, I'm gonna do that event again, but I'm gonna have a different spin on it this year.
Okay, gotcha. So one of the events that you had did last year was actually creating your own birthday event. It was an all white, dressed up event. and that actually ended up being a surprise engagement party.
Wow.
Where
ever.
where your then boyfriend, now fiance Destin, proposed to you.
Right the will, I pray my children outlive me.
McCormick, you're my best friend. I love you, Brad. What are you having?
Got back together to get her back. I had the sweater.
So I guess what was going through your mind when that happened, like in your own words, like?
Oh man, and this is so like all the flashbacks are coming back because it kind of happened literally a year ago, around the same week.
It's almost a year ago to this week.
Yeah. So we like been reminiscing and looking at all the Facebook, memories and stuff. Where it's like, oh my God, this happened. I sat in the car, I was watching our video like 5 times in a row. Like, I can't believe this happened. So I was really caught up in the act of it being an event for me, for my business, and I've never had a birthday party before. So. Like when you don't have.
Well, you've never had a birthday party?
Never had a birthday party before.
Wow.
So this was my very first birthday party 30 years later. That I had. Like I've brought people together, but not like, hey, this is my birthday party.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got food, drinks, whatever, and gathering so many people. So what was going through my mind? So, I don't know, it's still like shocking to me right now. Because I'm thinking about like, is the party going okay? Like how I do for Just Friends events. Like, is this party going all right? Are people liking it? Are people having a good time? Like, is the food all right? Is the drinks up? People get drunk or what have you? So I wasn't even thinking about like a proposal. And then we had gotten an argument that day. Earlier that day. So I was like, oh yeah, it doesn't even happen tonight. So they brought me up to the stage to sing happy birthday, which is so common because it's your birthday. They sing happy birthday. So okay, that's cool. So the next thing that we did a dance to Daniel Caesar, which we do Chi-Town stepping, and on a regular, we had did that like for about 2 years. So, and then I guess a couple of days before we had did that dance already to that same song, so it was our song. So that wasn't uncommon either. I was fine with just that. And then I'm seeing that one of my frat brothers was singing live. I had no idea. He sounds so good. And I was like, oh, I turned around and I'm like, he's really singing. Right. Honestly, I'm like, oh, you did the most. And then so as we were dancing, he spun me around, super, normal in a dance situation. And then when I turned around, he was on one knee. I'm like, oh my God. Like this ain't happening. Everybody's seeing me and my heart is pounding. I'm crying. No, don't ruin my makeup. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Tears. Stop. Cause I still want to be cute for the rest of the night. But I was just like, this is really happening. And it was just like, it was too unreal that in front of my family, like I don't curse. In front of my family or hardly curse, period. But I was like, hell yes! And I was like, I will. Sorry, chill. You sound thirsty. But that was just like, yeah, I was waiting for this for a long time. But at the same time, it was just like the most perfect night ever.
That's good. That's great. Okay. So with you guys being, fiancés now, you've also since then have created the Just Friends, movement you guys have made. And kind of like, how did that come about and how has that progressed since you first started it?
So it kind of came out of idea before even the wedding stuff. We would just want to do a kickback and karaoke. That was really, we go to karaoke all the time. in our personal lives, and nobody would come with us. So we would just, that was just our thing. So we wanted to still do that, but then we were like, it was hard for us to find different bars and stuff like that, or really create that karaoke vibe. So we started off, we found this venue like a couple days before the pop-up day party. We were like, let's call this the pop-up day party. Quite a few people seen y'all come out. Thank y'all. The very first, and we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary next month. And so it was just like really like we wanted to have another space for young professionals to just kick it, be themselves, wear anything, and just vibe to different music. And ours, we got hip hop and R&B, sometimes kind of heavy on the R&B side too. But that's who me and Destin are. That's what we listen to. Though we do like to turn up on many occasions, but when we're around at the house, we kind of listen to R&B. So we wanted to do that, so it was just something for fun. And then we're like, oh yeah, we got a wedding now. So then it became also, let's turn this fun into actual thing that's monthly to help fund the wedding as well. And it's really been a test and a trial of like love and partnership and just business collaboration heavy, and bringing those ideas to the table and still producing good results and bringing people together as well. So that's what I do with Allure events, and even with Just Friends, we bring people together to connect, hook up, whatever, dance, drink, get drunk, whatever, and that's what we like to do.
Okay, cool. Where did the name Just Friends come from? Because personally, like I didn't know either of y'all. Like I just pulled up to an event and it was called Just Friends, but I could see that y'all two were running it. I was like, oh, they must like literally be just friends. But people think they're together a lot. And then later on, I'm seeing y'all just getting engaged, and I was very like, oh, all right, bet. But I just thought that's where the name came from.
So yeah, we did start off as Just Friends first, and that's how it always happens. But he liked the whole slogan of hook up, hang out, just chill. It kind of the vibe that we want to curate, and the title of the Music Soul Child song is Just Friends. And so that's kind of the R&B vibe that just like we want this as chill as possible with some turn up in it, and it's with our friends. We used to host a lot of kickbacks at the house, and they started to outgrow the house, that we like, okay, let's bring something with our friends. So, and it was also us blending our friends together, because sometimes in relationships that can be hard to be like, no, that's my friend. Why are you talking to them? Why do you want their number? No, that's my friend. Oh, they inviting you out. They didn't invite me out. Like, and now it's like all our friends just matched together, and it started from here. But even though like we still have to be friends, even though that we're engaged, that's the only way that we got to a whole year, is still knowing that we're friends as well as partners in life and partners in business as well. So we really didn't want it to be solely about us, and where it's like this love, this romantic type name. That's not going to attract the people that we want to attract. But Just Friends is relatable. Right? And then so we just have something about the city, 614, hopefully we can expand to different, cities as well. And we change 614 to 513, 216, what have you, 504. What's the Miami?
There's a code? Air code?
305?
305,
Yeah, 305.
That Dirk song.
305. That's fine. Well, actually, thank you for answering all those questions for us. We appreciate that. So this week we all went to the Crest. The Crest is a gastropub that is located on the corner of Parsons and Livingston, kind of near Old Town East. For the most part, ish, vaguely. But corner Parsons and Livingston. You'll pull up to this spot and you'll see that. Well, first thing you'll notice is the big the Crest sign.
Yeah,
pretty hard to miss.
Pretty hard to miss. Yeah.
They have parking behind the building. It's right next to that CVS. That's also in the corner. When you walk into the building, the first thing you'll notice is it has just a really nice interior, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All sorts of different lights, fixtures, and just like a very green aesthetic as well. We have a nice little art wall. Yeah, it's just really nice. This is my first time going actually.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Oh really? I thought you did.
No, I've never been there before.
Oh,
I heard of it. I was never.
Yeah. Well, there it is. So, so we get seated and we order. Well, first we order our appetizer, which we all shared, which were the cheese curds, and you can never really go wrong with cheese curds. But in my opinion, they were just they were well seasoned. They were crisp on the outside, and when you bit into them, there's like a long string of cheese.
Very.
It would go on for like miles almost. So I actually liked them a lot, and they were one of my favorite cheese curds I've ever had personally. So
yeah, tell nobody what was even on it or what.
Oh, I mean, I can look it up. I mean, hold on.
It was just cheese curds.
They had some type of sauce. It wasn't marinara, but it was some.
It was
garlic harissa.
Oh.
Garlic harissa puree. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, for sure it was. And then they were seasoned with like za'atar, which is like a Mediterranean spice blend.
It's our chef here. I'm like,
right. Yeah.
spice blend.
Right.
Yes.
So yes, all of that. Yeah. So, how'd you feel about it?
I thought they were actually good. I like that they came hot. They didn't come cold. So I appreciate the stringiness because if it's not stringy and stretchy, then it's cold. And cheese cold is a little weird sometimes unless you put it on salad. But I thought that they were actually pretty good. I was a little nervous about them, but I thought they were good.
Okay.
It's like tiny little cheese sticks. Like
I don't really
like
small
though
myself.
Yeah.
But
I do.
I don't know. Yeah, growing up, I used to smash cheese.
I like cheese sticks.
That is not how I got my name though.
Yeah.
That has no relation to food whatsoever.
Right.
I have to figure out what is it about. Is that another conversation?
That's another conversation.
Okay. All right, we'll talk offline.
Okay. That's a bet. So how'd you feel on cheese?
No, it was good. I liked it. It was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breading was dope. It was like crispy. It wasn't like, I don't know. It was really like airy and crispy. Like again, the cheese was hot on the inside, obviously, and extremely stretchy. It was like from a local dairy. I can't remember what it was called. Not Blue Jack. I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's what it is. My bad.
It was good. That was our consensus.
Right. Okay. So that was our appetizer. In regards to our individual entrees, I myself had the lamb burger, which was Baharat. I've never heard this.
Oh, look at me.
I don't know. You might recognize the word. I've never seen it before. Baharat, rosemary, feta, labneh ranch, arugula, pickled pepper, pomegranate barbecue, brioche, sesame seed bun.
Sounds a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. And I even put it on there on the screen just so y'all can read whatever I just wrote off. But that burger was already pretty good, but the little side of mayonnaise they can put on additionally. I think it was mayonnaise or some type of ale or something. I don't know.
I'm almost positive that was just straight up.
It might have just been straight up mayonnaise.
Like I tasted it, I'm like, this just tastes like mayonnaise. Yeah, this is the one.
Hey, listen, we made it pop, all right?
This over here.
This is magically delicious.
Works mayonnaise.
It made that shit bang. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, when you put that on there, it made it even better than what it already was. But I liked all the different just the flavors that it had going together. They all meshed really well together. The burger itself had great composition. And when even biting into it, at no point did it ever start sliding off or get really messy. It just, the composition was good. So all in all, just a really good burger. Oh, and it also came with hand cut russet potato fries. And the fries were pretty good, pretty well seasoned. You opted
for the truffle fries though?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I paid $1 more and got the truffle fries where they just.
He didn't.
It was just.
I did.
just truffle oil and Parmesan cheese. That's it.
That lamb burger was gone, and you got that side of fried.
Because it was so many fries.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
It's well worth that $1 upcharge.
Yeah, I think,
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the truffle fries, they were good as well. So it definitely made the meal even better. So.
I don't remember what I had. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. I had the pastrami milk.
It's like something new.
I had like house smoked pastrami, rye was on marble rye, Swiss, and Thousand Island. So like just a regular old pastrami milk.
You have
essentially.
cheese on there?
Yeah, Swiss cheese.
Oh.
The pastrami itself had really good flavor. The rye was toasted really well, and it wasn't like. I guess it was marble rye, but sometimes with like just straight up rye bread, it can be like really. I don't know how to explain that.
Overwhelming?
Yeah, kind of. Like I typically like don't care for it a whole lot, especially like after you toast it. But yeah, with marble rye, I don't really run into that problem as much. So yeah, that whole part of that was kind of pointless because I was gonna say that I didn't have that problem, but that's not the type of bread I had. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, bread was great. Yeah. It was really good pastrami.
I don't know.
I never had pastrami.
Like ever at all?
It looks like raw meat. I don't know. Your sandwich looked raw.
Hey, she did scream up all her meat off her. She screamed it all.
Yeah, maybe you should just be vegetarian.
Right.
Pescatarian, maybe?
I feel like I could be pescatarian. I could eat seafood every single day and go without other meats.
Yeah.
I could.
You might want to look into that.
Right.
I think
It
so.
might be a benefit.
I've done that though before. I go in spurts where I'm like only eating seafood and not eating other meats. So yeah.
But it was not by any means raw. You know, pastrami is like brined and then smoked, and it does typically have like a reddish color. It's not
A raw color.
Oh my god.
I just get it. If you like it, I love it.
You're right.
I love it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a really good. It was seasoned really well. It was moist. It was tender.
That's my word. That's the
Hey, it's
point.
what it is. Moist does not make me uncomfortable.
I don't make either, but
Not
like,
even
I'll
the
do my
slightest.
combo.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then also it came with you had options really for like fries, truffle fries, or a salad. I got the salad. I don't know. I've been eating a lot more vegetables lately. But anyway, however, like I don't think that there was actually any dressing on my salad at all. And like it wasn't on the side or anything either. Like it was cool. Like I ate it because I like lettuce, but it was kind of weird. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's not bad. Cool.
I was just eat it dry. That's
Yeah.
fine. Couple leaves here.
If it was there, it was genuinely like very light, like
Yeah.
very very light. But yeah, and they just had like some red onion. I'm not sure what kind of cheese that was. It was like a softer cheese though. What? I don't think it was goat.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Cherry tomatoes. I think that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of like just a little side salad. It wasn't much going on there. Plus, there wasn't any dressing, or very, very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you remember them, the spray salad dressings? Nobody else remember that?
Spray salad
I've
dressing?
never seen that.
That used to be a thing. I don't know if they still sell them.
I don't
But
remember.
I hope not.
I remember.
You just spray on your salad?
Yeah, like cover a little spray bottle. Like,
Hold on. Wait. I don't think I've seen that, but now you're saying it, it might be jogging some sort of memory of that. I don't know.
I don't remember. Like Kraft or somebody
I'm
used to
on.
make it.
I know.
I remember my mom brought it home one day, and I'm like, "What is this?" Like,
That's possible.
Hey.
I swear, it's whatever. It's fine.
Mm.
I'm gonna Google it.
I Googled it.
Wait.
Yeah, you Google it. Yeah, I want to see it. I don't know.
So what I had was shrimp and grits. I can consider myself a shrimp and grits connoisseur, so I love to try different shrimp and grits at all different places to see who's the best. So it looked very pretty. And I like pretty food.
It did look,
Yeah, when you see the picture, you're like, oh yes, this is a poster boy picture. But it was different. Like, I didn't like the chili. Like the chili meat, it's like chili dog meat.
So I looked it up. It's actually, I think it's the lamb merguez. Merguez, yeah.
Lamb merguez, don't put that on your shrimp and grits.
Chili.
That's not a good combination. But I did like the actual cornmeal and grits. I did like it. I feel like, I usually like more gritty type of
like it
grits. You know, it was like.
Was it too like smooth for you, or like?
It was too like on the dry side. I like it to be almost like runny, like when you pick up grits and it's just like super smooth and a little bit runny. So I was a little bit
disappointed.
I won't say disappointed because I was able to make it what I want, and I know it's not something that you should be doing, but I added a little water to it to give it that, you know, that runniness that I like. Just add water, it's fine. But I had to remove the lamb that was in there because it was just not the tasting that I want. And then so the shrimp was amazing. So I like shrimp like grilled to perfection. I like that smoky taste, where you had it on a real grill type taste. And even the shells that were on the end were easy to peel off. So some of them get stuck and you gotta dig in there for like the rest of that meat. You're like, no! But it was like, it came out super clean, and I thought that I also added a little bit of sugar in there. That's just my taste. I don't know why I like that.
I like sugar in my grits. So.
Yeah, right. So maybe that's why. I always put. Well, I like sugar in my grits too.
Somebody
So
gonna yell at y'all about this.
Oh, right.
It's gonna be a big debate of you like sugar in your grits or salt in your grits.
Right.
It's gonna be that conversation. And apparently I like sugar in my grits, so that's why. But I like stuff that's sweet and salty. So I like that they still had it seasoned, because of course we got the Cajun seasoning with the shrimp. But then I add that little dash of sugar, and it gave me my sweet and salty taste. And so it was able to pick it up for me, that I actually ended up liking it. It wasn't the best because I would like to not have to alter it the way that, you know, I want it to taste. But yeah, I guess that's just my take on it, that I would want it to be exactly how I want it to be without me having to, you know, remove anything or just come as I want. But I guess I should have paid attention to what the lamb was. But you know, sometimes they put pieces of meat in there, but it's not heavy. Like they'll put, you know, that, is it called boule sausage? Okay. Dang, I'm still wrong. But they put the sausage, that sausage in there, and it's not overwhelming. But this was overwhelming. Like a whole half of my portion was this brown lamb meat, and it just wasn't good. But the rest of it, you know, was still good. So I also had a side of mac and cheese, and it's a big portion of mac and cheese. And it's the fancy mac with like the white cheddar, and with, I think it came with like some chive. It looked like chive on there, but it could be something else. But it was and it had breadcrumbs on it too.
Oh, on the macaroni and cheese, yeah.
Yes. And so it was very good. I would say that mac and cheese was good. It's not your grandma's mac and cheese, like the yellow mac and cheese, but this is the white, and it was like the spiral, the long spiral type of mac and cheese. This is why I got keep
Listen.
I am not well informed, clearly.
All the terminology.
Cavatappi, the fancy.
I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce it, honestly.
But
it's close enough.
It was the mac and cheese, I would say, very good.
Yeah, so that was all of our food. In regards to our service, they did a pretty well job. I mean,
Yeah.
She did a great job.
She
she did a great job.
She had like the personal connection going on, and even told about her personal life, and gave us options of what she preferred.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she was checked up on us, even though it was kind of empty in there at this time. But she checked up on us regularly, like it's what she normally does.
Yeah. So yeah, she was very attentive to our needs and readily available, while still not being like overbearing.
Absolutely.
I wish I remembered her name, but
We never
Yeah.
do.
we
We never
gotta start writing it down.
Yeah.
do. Something, yeah. We're terrible with names, so we're sorry. But you did an amazing job.
All right, shout out to
Yes.
you.
So thanks.
Yes.
In regards to the price, it's, I would say, moderate, maybe.
So if you did it in order of dollar signs, would you say out of $4 signs?
Like 2.5.
Yeah.
Like $2.5
I
signs out
agree.
of 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not cheap, but it ain't like over the top expensive either.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like in the middle. But you do get pretty good portion sizes out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of food, and I still had like maybe 6 of my burger left with like half of my fries,
Yeah.
and I'm still full off of what I did eat.
Yeah,
So,
like you could eat the mac and cheese alone. That mac and cheese was like this big and it like towered up. So that was
Pretty hefty.
Yeah, you could definitely share that with 2 people. Or
I think
that
it was on the share was part of the menu.
yeah, it was.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
so it is intended to be
Yeah.
shared.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely had high value for sure. But it also did not taste bad at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, with all that being said, for a final verdict, I would give the Crest I give like a 3.25. 3.25 out of 4.
Okay.
3.25, huh?
Yeah, 3.25. I just feel like I don't know. I really can't put my finger on it, but like it could have excelled food wise some way, if that makes sense. Like I'm not like that knowledgeable enough about food to know like, oh, they needed extra this or extra that. But like the food was good. It just wasn't like over the top amazing. Like, oh my god, this is the best food I've ever had.
Yeah.
Atmosphere was definitely still really good. You know, service was amazing. All of that. So yeah, 3.25 out of 4. You know, not a bad score whatsoever. So I go with that.
A 3.
Yeah.
For like virtually the same reason, really. Like food was everything I had was really good, but it wasn't like
Mine.
it didn't have that extra oomph, I guess. It just, it was good. It was cool. I'd come back and have it again, but
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, ooh, I gotta get there.
Yeah. Right. Like, exactly.
Yeah.
I would say mac and cheese is really good. But for my sugar grits, since I had to doctor it up, I would still say a 3 because I love the service and I love the atmosphere. The music wasn't too loud. That we could still talk and hear each other. I would still say a 3 because some of the service kind of outweighed the food, and hearing that y'all thought it was good too, that I just probably need to try something else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We also didn't share food in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on. It was complicated.
Yeah. But.
Yeah. I tried your fries, but that was pretty good. So, yeah, I would still say 3 too, but yeah, I like to be wild.
Okay. But you go back and try something else though?
Yeah, I will go back and try something else. I seen something on there like falafel and waffles.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
probably, that was like kind of my next best, but I was just like, I'll just get these sugar grits.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you couldn't go wrong with sugar grits, but so I'm gonna try this falafel thing because it's starting to be like popular. I mean, I heard like people eating falafel.
I feel like it's on the up and up.
I've never been big about falafel, but I'm here.
Solid. This is solid stock. I'd invest.
It's like I'm hearing everything got falafel in it all the time. I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes falafel tastes like nothing though. Like I don't know.
That could be
I can't really put my finger on what it tastes like. I guess it tastes like itself, but it just doesn't taste like.
It's like chickpeas and
anything.
some other stuff.
Yeah. That never really is a big identity of taste.
Yeah, you're right. I can't say that it's sweet. I don't know. But that would probably be the next thing I try is the falafel and waffle.
Okay.
And it sounds like a cool thing.
It does. It's catchy.
If I go back, please don't disappoint me. I'll let y'all know.
she setting the standards. Like, hey, you got
come with it. It has to be good.
You better put no more of that chili meat.
No. Don't slide that chili meat on the side.
God.
I don't know.
None of that Hormel. Shoot. Oh man. But okay. Thank you, Ashley, for joining us on this
Thank you
episode.
for
We
inviting
appreciate
me.
it.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Good meal.
For sure.
And I appreciate y'all for being patient with me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, you make time for it. Did you have any last announcements you want to do? Shout outs? Any upcoming events you're doing? Anything at all?
So yeah, our first year anniversary, we're doing a day party on July 13th. It's a Saturday. It's at Victory's Classics patio.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the bar last time. So we're going to be in the patio side for this one for the day party. So that's from 5 to 9. We'll have DJ Burn and DJ Don't Fret are going to be the DJs for that. So that's our next up and coming thing. And then next one we'll do kickback and karaoke for one time. We had to go back to Park Street Tavern. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the atmosphere versus first time at Victory's versus Park Street Tavern?
I think you didn't go to the Victory one.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was there for the Victory one. I was fairly drunk.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
However, I obviously had a great time at both venues, but I think Victory's is bigger, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, and I like how it just had more space without making it seem like it was too much space. You know, we get too big of a space.
Yeah,
and it feels like
yeah.
people are just way over there, and
Yeah.
it's like too far. It was bigger, but it still made things like very close and like an intimate setting, basically. So I think I might give it the edge over Park Street Tavern, in my opinion. But I do very much enjoy Park Street Tavern as well. So there's that. So.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more homey for me.
Yeah, you guys have had it there multiple times. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Make sure you visit our website, 5 stars if you haven't already. Tip your servers, as always.
Always tip.
Yes, thank you.
What's your tip?
What?
We didn't talk about tips.
What do you mean?
What do y'all consider a good tip?
Oh, 20%. That's the
Okay,
standard.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 20% minimum.
That's the
Yeah.
standard. You know the people who just say, I'm putting $5 or whatever.
Oh,
whatever it costs.
Right.
Or people who like 10% because I don't really like you, or this wasn't the best, or I've heard 15% most of my life until, recently, in the last 5 years, it's like, oh, it's 20%.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I've been doing the wrong thing all these years. So, but I'm with the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20%.
Destin coached me.
Oh, yeah.
Right
He
way
got
to
you
treat
right.
people. He
Okay.
did. Like, no. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Even if I hate you, I'm probably still gonna give you 20%.
Oh, yeah.
Destin is a very good tipper, so I'm pretty sure you want him at your restaurant. I'll be like, no, they do not deserve all of that. And he's like, no, I'm doing it anyway.
So they get 3 bands.
Right.
Sign a check.
Come on.
Sign a check.
Oh my God.
That's fine.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
See ya. Thank you.
That was fun.